Okay, so within Classcraft, there's a lot of really fun things you can do. So this is always your default page. You come to your character dashboard. Over here on the left, right, are a bunch of your options as to sort of all your different menus and things like that. We're going to go through in a second. What you see first, though, right, is right your stats. Okay, so it tells you how many health points you have. It tells me how many action points you have, and finally experience points, and then gold points. Okay, with the gold points you can buy things with, and I'll show you what those are in a minute. It also tells you what your powers are and if you can do them or not. And then finally, if you have any pledges, right? Pledges, and I'll get to what pledges are in a second. So the first thing we're going to look at, right? So we already know the quest tab, right? You guys have already completed a quest. The first thing is kind of cool. It's a Kudos tab in which you can send kudos, meaning like thank yous or shout outs to your classmates, and it'll appear on the class wall so you guys can praise each other for either being good teammates or helping each other out or whatever else, right? So you can click and you can kind of send kudos this way, right? You can praise a student, a team, right? Saying thank you, you're awesome, or whatever, right? Whatever else, and then you can write something specifically. You can get extra experience points and things like that for sending kudos, right? For being encouraging. So make sure you use those, and I'll reward you some extra points and things like that. Okay, the next thing, right, is you can look at your game dashboard, so you can actually look at all of the students in your class and you can see their profiles. So here, because the ghost user is in 7A, right, the first person who pops up is Monse, right? So we see Monse's character here. She looks like a mage, right, and she's even got a pet, right? You can look through everybody's, so we can see Zita's, right? We can see Umberto's, right, etc. Right, it seems like most people have already kind of started to edit their characters. How you can change how your character looks is in the equipment tab. Okay, so in the equipment tab, which is here on the left, right here on the left. So we'll click the equipment tab there, and once it loads, you'll be able to see everything. So there are a bunch of different options. You can look at full sets. Okay, so this first one is sets. So right now I am just the title mage. Right? If I want, because I'm level 2, I can buy the entire Gale Mage set, meaning I would buy all of this stuff. Okay, and I can buy that. I can use 300 gold points. Right, I have 660 gold right now. I'm not going to buy that one yet. And you can look through some of the other ones. Right, so once I hit level 3, I can be the Pyro Mage, which sounds pretty cool. Stone Wizard, right, etc. Right, there's all these. You can click through those. You can also buy individual equipment. Okay, so maybe, right, if I just want the Gale Mage belt, right, which is here, right, I can buy that for 50 if I don't want to buy the set, right, and, I can change my hood, so maybe if I want the Gale Mage hood on this, right, I can sort of customize, right, that way. Right, I can show my different magic, right, so I can do the Gale Mage magic. So, this looks pretty ballin' here. So I'm gonna buy this, right? Because I got my blue set. Let me go back to my blue hood, of course. Right, so I'm gonna keep customizing, right? But I'm gonna change my magic to this one, and I'm actually gonna buy that. So I'm gonna use my 50 gold points to buy that, right? And now I own that, okay? And so I have this equipped, right? Always make sure you save the changes as well. You can change, your mask and things like that, right? So if I want that mask, etc., you can change your pants, yada yada, right? It all depends on sort of what you do to, kind of own these, right? I can do winter pants, etc. Right? There's a bunch of different ones I can do there, and finally the robes, etc. Which are kind of cool. The really fun part, right, is that you can train pets. Okay, so you can buy pets. So first, there's a few pets that are just free for you, right? And so if I want this deer like Monse had, right, I can select that. I can do the Frost Wizard. I'm gonna choose this guy. He looks pretty cool. So I'll just click Save Changes, right? And he is, or she, I don't know, whatever they want to be, right? Is now my pet. Okay, is now my pet. There are also different ones in which you can train, okay, meaning that they just take time to train, right? And so, for example, if I want this one, or if I want, oh, you have to have this set to buy it, right? But if I want this one, right, I can click Train this pet to equip it. Okay, and then what you'll do is you'll have to click Train, and it'll give you all the different training commissions. Okay, right, and basically what it happens is it slowly kind of trains. It just basically takes time, and eventually this will become my pet. Okay, how you can train all these different ones is here in the pets page, right? So here in the pets page, and you can kind of click through, right, and look at all these different ones, right? I can equip this guy, right? I can equip this guy, right? Right. Once I unlock different sets, right? Once I unlock different sets, you can train more, right? But basically, it takes time to like add more pets, and there's some cool ones, right? Like the Stone Wizard or the Frost Wizard, right? The looks like a bat thing, right? Spitfire, right? So there's all these different cool ones, right there to do that. There's also a messaging wall in which you guys can send me messages, or I can send you messages, and etc. I think that's it for the tools for you guys. As we see, right, we can, let's see, game feed, damage, etc. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, so up here you can look at your damage. Okay, you can look at how you damage and what's happened to you. You can look at your game feed. Okay, right, so I can look at all the different ways I gained experience points and game points and things like that, and I can view the storybook as well there. Right, and those are all the fun sort of tools in Classcraft.